All right, and so moving on, we got a nice heavyweight bout. We got, King Kong Alexander Romanov. He's taking on Marcos Rogerio de Lima. We saw him fight recently against our boy Stefan Struve. Did not go his way. So give us a little more information on these guys.
Yeah, so you actually did watch Romanov fight his debut, and I think it was because it was an early prelim. And let's be honest, Rock Martinez was not the toughest of competition, so I don't want to spend too much time on him. 12-0, 1-0 in the UFC. That was an easy fight for him. He is moving up into tougher competition right now. But what I do like about him is he looks like a phenomenal grappler, at least for a heavyweight. I like that he's a true heavyweight. And to be honest, he could probably take a punch. He needs to be able to take a punch for the first few rounds. And even if this goes to a decision, I can see him being the winner of this. Let's move into our boy, De Lima. So, like you said, he lost to Stefan Struve, right? So he's also lost. He's also lost for our boy Antigua. You'll remember the name. It's funny that that's a nickname, and you'll also remember Oben St. Preux. So, like, these are three guys where I truly believe, from a coaching area, they are fairly beatable. Nothing to take away from them, but in terms of just an overall performance, a good coach will figure out ways to kind of exploit those weaknesses. In this case, I mean, I just feel like this is not a fighter who's either willing to take all facets of the game seriously, or he's just not as good. I mean, he comes from a good camp, but unfortunately, to lose to those guys, to test for steroids, to get COVID.
I was going to say, there's a few things you've told me about him that, it seems like he doesn't take it seriously enough.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. He's now at heavyweight only because he's taken steroids. And he's had to kind of work his way up to that level. He had COVID, so fights have been scrapped, things like that. I just don't see him being the type to win this fight. I just can't. And I'm really hoping that the odds aren't too bad, so I'm hoping he's more of like a plus 120 to a max plus 170 underdog, but meaning
he's just on the tail end of it. Romanov is about a minus 280 favorite, bringing De Lima in around plus 230.
Okay.
Yeah, so they are on that high end. I do think, based on, your analysis on this one, I do think this is one we probably sprinkle a little earlier as, more and more information, more and more exposure of his easy losses coming into play. That line's going to move, and it's not going to move in our favor.
Yeah, because, I mean, he's been in the UFC since 2014, so I think that's like the thing that's kind of really helping him stay alive in the odds area, but Romanov looks like the real deal, and I think this might be a fight that at least helps him get a couple more UFC wins under his belt before we see him take on some real heavyweights.
Perfect.